Have you ever felt alone, like no one truly gets you? Like you're walking this life without close friends and always struggling with money? It might seem like success, love, and financial ease flow effortlessly to others, while you fight just to stay afloat. But what if this strange imbalance wasn't a flaw, but a sign? A signal that you carry something rare, an inner light or power that others can't always accept or even understand. Today, we're diving into the journey of those often called the chosen, people walking a higher spiritual path. They live with open hearts, yet often face solitude and financial strain. We'll explore why these struggles show up and how they may be the very steps guiding you toward your deeper purpose. For someone who's genuine, kind, and always ready to help, it seems unfair to feel so alone. But your energy, your vibration, is different. It's bright. And like a flashlight in a dark room, it reveals things that others would rather keep hidden. Imagine someone living in dim light. They've gotten used to the shadows. Now imagine your presence turning on a lamp. Suddenly the clutter, the mess, the parts they avoid, all come into view. You don't have to say a word. Your existence alone can feel intense. So they distance themselves. Not because you're wrong, but because you shine where they're not ready to look. This kind of loneliness isn't a punishment. It's a sign that your energy no longer fits the old mold. It means only those ready to grow will stay. Only those willing to face their own darkness will walk beside you. And those are the people worth waiting for. Another reason you might feel isolated: you give too much. You're the one who listens, supports, lifts others up, but the return? Often it's silence. Some people unconsciously drain your energy, taking your calm, your kindness, your strength, without giving anything back. Little by little, that imbalance wears you down. You start pulling away, not out of coldness, but out of survival. You're trying to protect what little energy you have left. And that's not selfish, it's wise. Solitude becomes a necessary space, a chance to rest, to realign, to remember who you are when no one's asking for more. Solitude can feel heavy, but it's sacred. In these quiet moments, you begin to see the emotional wounds, the ancestral pain, the deep patterns you carry. They begin to rise. And for the first time, you have the space to heal them. You reconnect with your intuition. You hear the whisper beneath the noise. You begin to sense where your soul truly wants to go. What once felt like silence becomes the beginning of transformation. And slowly, you stop depending on the outside world for direction. You start moving from a deeper place. And that's where everything begins to change. Let's talk about the second shadow many chosen ones face: money. You might feel like you work hard, have talent, have vision, but still, material success slips through your fingers. Why? One reason could be that your motivation is different. You're not driven by profit at all costs. You want to bring healing, meaning, and positive change to the world. And that desire can clash with traditional ways of making money. Where others chase gain, you seek integrity. And because of that, you might turn down well-paid opportunities that don't feel aligned with your heart. Stability, for you, is only one piece of the puzzle. What matters more is internal alignment, growing in a way that feels honest to your soul. There may also be old money beliefs running silently in the background, patterns passed down through generations. Maybe you were taught that money is dangerous, or that abundance only comes through suffering. As your spiritual evolution unfolds, these beliefs begin to surface. They demand attention, They ask to be healed. And though it's uncomfortable, this process opens the door to true abundance, the kind that flows in harmony with your purpose. Many spiritually awakened souls walk through intense financial deserts. It's not punishment, it's a test of faith. When money doesn't come through the usual routes, you're forced to trust something higher. You start creating. You search for new paths. You break away from survival mode and begin building a life that reflects your truth. In those moments, talents you didn't even know you had begin to bloom. You write, you teach, you create projects, and slowly, those passions become income. It's no accident. Those trials burn away distractions and bring you back to your core. Financial struggle also clears the noise. When things are too easy, it's tempting to fall into comfort and forget your mission. But scarcity forces you to choose. What really matters to me? What do I want to create in this world? That clarity becomes a compass, and you start to see abundance not just in money, but in gratitude, presence, and quiet joy. In those moments, you realize your resources are infinite when they're aligned with the rhythm of your soul. Though loneliness and financial struggle may seem like obstacles, they are actually essential milestones on the spiritual path. They force you to confront the parts of yourself that still cling to validation, comfort, or control. And through that confrontation, something deep within you awakens. You begin to understand that loneliness isn't the absence of people. It's the presence of space. Space to grow. Space to hear yourself. Space to meet the version of you that was buried beneath noise and expectations. And lack of money becomes a teacher too. It teaches you to find strength you didn't know you had. To build your life not around what you can afford, but around what gives meaning. It forces you to get creative, resilient, flexible, and to discover that value isn't always measured in dollars, but in inspiration, clarity, and service. You become someone who can generate value from within, instead of chasing it from the outside. Your external world begins to mirror your inner alignment. You find new ways to support yourself, ways that are authentic to your spirit. So how do you use these trials for good? First, stop resisting loneliness. Instead of fighting it, lean in. Use that time to discover who you really are. Meditate, write, create, reflect. Second, reprogram your money beliefs. Examine what stories you've inherited about wealth and replace them with ones that align with growth, abundance, and self-worth. Third, embrace learning. When money is scarce, life is pointing you toward new skills, new paths, and possibly a new calling. Follow that pull. Fourth, protect your energy. Let go of those who drain you. Surround yourself with people who rise with you, not pull you down. And finally, trust the universe. These seasons of hardship won't last forever. They're shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more in tune with your higher calling. When you go through them with an open heart, you deepen your connection with life itself. You start seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. You begin to notice signs, synchronicities, and whispers from the unknown, guiding you home. The path of the chosen isn't easy, because it's not about chasing the usual ideas of success. It's about depth, truth, and becoming who you really are. Loneliness and scarcity strip away the surface. They leave you raw, but also real. And through that, you gain access to something few people ever touch: power without ego, abundance without attachment, freedom from within. You realize your worth isn't measured in followers, money, or validation. It's found in the peace you carry, the wisdom you embody, the light you give. And when you fully accept who you are, when you stop fighting the season you're in. Life starts to transform. You meet people on your level, those walking the same path. You attract projects that resonate with your values. You create a life that reflects your truth. So if you're feeling alone, if money is tight, know this: it's not the end. It's a sacred beginning. The universe hasn't abandoned you. It's preparing you. Because you're not just anyone. You're someone who's here to grow, to lead, to awaken. And right now, you're becoming.